Hi. I'm going to share this book with you today. It's called Something Happened in Our Town, a child's story about racial injustice. Those are some big words that maybe you've heard before, maybe you haven't. But we'll read this book together and we'll see what that's all about. Racial injustice. That's something that you may have heard about from Martin Luther King, who was on my t-shirt today. So let's begin. Something happened in our town. Something happened in our town. Something bad happened in our town. The news was on the TV, the radio, the internet. The grown-ups didn't think the kids knew about it, but the kids in Miss Garcia's class heard some older kids talking about it, and they had questions. After school, Emma asked her mother, "Why did the police shoot that man?" "It was a mistake," said her mother. "I feel sad for the man and his family." "Yes, the police thought he had a gun," said her father. "It wasn't a mistake," said her sister Liz. "The cops shot him because he was black." Emma was confused. "He is brown, not black," she said. "Some black people have dark brown skin, and some have light brown skin," Emma's father explained. "Black usually means African American. Most of their ancestors were brought here from Africa as slaves." "I know what a slave is," said Emma. "That's when you have to do whatever the person says." Yes, slaves had to do whatever white people told them to do. Even after slavery ended, white people didn't let black people live where they wanted, go to school with white people, or vote. Who are white people? White people came here from places in Europe or Russia or other countries. We are white, even though our skin is light tan. "Did our family do those bad things a long time ago?" asked Emma. "Yes," answered her mother. "Back then, many white people thought that they were better than black people, even though it wasn't true." Liz added, "Some white people still think that most black men and boys are dangerous, even though they aren't." "Was the man that got shot dangerous?" asked Emma. "No," said her mother. "Shooting him was a mistake. It was a mistake that is part of a pattern." "Like the pattern on my blanket?" Emma asked. "Yes, but this pattern is being nice to white people and mean to black people. It's an unfair pattern." "Suppose you had a birthday party and invited everyone in your class, except the black kids," her mother said. "How would the black kids feel?" "They would be sad," Emma said, "or mad. And you would be missing out, because you never know who is going to be your best friend," said Liz. "And you can help others to be fair," said her mother. "Like telling Anna to stop teasing Ling about her name?" asked Emma. Her mother gave her a hug. "Yes, just like that." In another house, Josh asked his mother, "Can police go to jail?" "Yes," said his mother. "Why do you ask?" "That white policeman who shot the black man," said Josh. "Will he go to jail?" "What he did was wrong," said his mother. "But he won't go to jail," said his father. "Why not?" asked Josh. "Cops stick up for each other," said Josh's brother Malcolm, "and they don't like black men." Josh was confused. "Why not? Some police are black." "You're right," said his mother. "Uncle James is a police officer, and so is my friend Kenya. There are many cops, black and white, who make good choices," said his father. "But we can't always count on them to do what's right." Malcolm added, I could get stopped by the police just because I'm black, even if I don't do anything wrong. That's not fair, Josh said. What if it was a white man in the car? Would the police have shot him? They probably wouldn't have even stopped the car, said his father. Sometimes white people are treated better than black people, said his mother. But it's not right. Everybody should be treated fairly. Josh's mother gave him a hug. We're proud of who we are. Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King Jr., and Nelson Mandela were strong and brave black leaders. They showed us that we can stand up for our rights and set good examples for others. They were treated unfairly, but helped others learn to be more fair. Some people haven't learned yet, said his father angrily. Why are you mad? Asked Josh. I'm mad that we're still treated poorly sometimes, but I can use my anger to make some things better, said his father. Black people have a lot of power if we work together to make changes. I have power, said Josh, and I'm smart. His father smiled. You are right. His mother added, and you can change people's hearts by sticking up for someone who is not treated fairly. Like how Malcolm sticks up for me when the kids tease me about my glasses? Josh asked. He tells them to step off. Just like that, his parents said. The next day, a new kid joined Emma and Josh's class. His name was Ahmed, and he was from a country far away. Ahmed didn't know where to sit or what to do because it was his first day at this school. He talked a little bit, but it was hard to understand him. He said he was learning English. After lunch, the class went outside to play soccer. Daniel and Sophia picked the kids to be on their teams. All of the kids were picked to be on a team except Ahmed. Daniel said Ahmed probably didn't know how to play because he was new. Sophia said Ahmed might not be good at soccer. Josh remembered what his mother said about sticking up for people who are treated unfairly. Emma remembered what her mother said about unfair patterns and birthday parties. All of a sudden, Ahmed wasn't alone. Emma and Josh were leading him to their team. We have enough kids on our team, Daniel said. We don't need him. But Josh was ready. Step off, he said. He's playing. Yeah, said Emma. We don't want to miss out. And just like that, Emma and Josh gained a new friend and started a better pattern in their school. We don't want to miss out, she said at the end. I really like that. We don't want to miss out. I'm white. I consider myself white because my family came from Europe, like it said in the book. And if I didn't reach out and support and help people who have different skin color than me, boy, would I be missing out on a lot of things. Something happened in our town. I'm reading this a couple of days after something happened in Minneapolis, where a man named George Floyd did die because of what police did to him. And maybe that's something you've heard about. And I hope that this book helped you to think a little bit differently about that and how we can work together and try to help everybody to feel like they're being treated fairly. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen. It means a lot to me and to anybody else that you might meet.